All right, so hello, my name is Colton Brendel, and I am an assistant golf professional over at Western Lakes Golf Club. And I'm gonna start rattling off some questions. So, first one is what does golf mean to you? Uh, I was in my senior year of college when I rediscovered the game. And this came at actually a pretty vital time in my life. I was going through a lot personally. Living situation wasn't fantastic, and both my grandparents were fighting cancer. I kind of used golf and went to the range endlessly, and it served as therapy for me, and it really helped me in my hard times. Golf since then has given me direction, purpose, and now a career that I overall enjoy. And I do think it's a wonderful game to learn and to pick up just for the sake of enjoyment, just for the sake of having something to do, go out, have a hobby. It really is a nice time. So, what made me get involved in the golf industry? Well, I did really well in college. I mean, I was straight 4.0, no issues on that at all. And I had a full time job. Just, it wasn't for me. I didn't love it, and I really grew to love practicing golf, playing golf. I had some friends, some acquaintances that I went out with all the time, and that was truly where I was spending the majority of my time. So I decided during the COVID lockdown to take a significant gamble. I actually took a sizable portion of my life savings and threw it on cryptocurrencies. Thankfully, it worked out, and I made a pretty nice amount of money. And this was actually how I funded uh, kind of quitting my job. Not really, but it practically was me telling them I wasn't going to be available anymore. And that actually allowed me to get a membership at Western Lakes Golf Club. And I actually went out, played every single day, met Garrett, who was the head professional, and he told me, hey, there's a PAT or a player aptitude test at the end of the year. So I said, all right, let's see what happens. If this goes well, I think this is be the career. This is what I'm gonna do. And so I actually went out, took the PAT. It's a 36 hole playing test, so back to back 18 holes. And I shot a score that was acceptable, which essentially allowed me to start my program. And the rest is kind of history for the most part. So, how can kids get involved in the sport? Well, it really depends on their age. But if they're really young, little, if you guys have brothers, sisters, kids, whatever, there's really nothing like a junior golf program. I think it does a lot in terms of brings them around kids their age and really allows them to experience golf in a more fun and entertaining sense. All right. Now, if someone's in high school and looking to pick up a golf club for the first time, well, if you have a friend that does it, just go to the range. And hopefully, your friend just doesn't talk and recommend you to do things. Just smack some balls. Have a nice time. But really, go and find a PGA accredited teacher and take some lessons. Most golf professionals usually have some form of junior rates, and so it's pretty cheap actually to take lessons. And if you or two, three of your buddies decide they want to take a group lesson for about an hour, you guys can split that cost too. So it is definitely something that is not as hard to get into as people might think. What is the best way to improve at golf? I'm going to kind of take this question from your average high school golfer. And I think that the most important thing we can do is really understand exactly what is causing the loss of strokes over the course of multiple rounds. So not just one round you putt poorly, now you're at the course practicing putting, okay? That one day you putt poorly. But what we need is we actually need to start taking our statistics. There's a system out there called Decade Golf. They do fantastic work. Look into it if you want to seriously improve your game. Go out there. Start taking numbers on holes you had a chance and you ended up with a bogey. Keep track of your fairways hit. Keep track of your putts. Keep track of your bounce back percentages. Keep track of pretty much anything that you can, so you can really actually analyze your game and particularly understanding, hey, I thought for the longest time my tee shots were causing me issues, but maybe after your statistics, they weren't. Maybe what was really causing you issues was your 30-yard wedge shots, which you left short, which led to a bogey or a double bogey. So that's kind of the general idea of what I would say to focus on. Really getting some good statistics and really focusing and honing in on what is actually the problem in your game. Okay? Because if you don't have dedicated or actually targeted practice, you're kind of just wasting your time. You're just going to the range and hitting balls. It's a waste of time. Okay? And yeah, that's about it. So hopefully you guys got some information. If not, have a lovely day. Bye bye.